Alright, T-Rex Racing here with another product review. This time is our rear stand. We have a new rear stand that we're introducing. First, we're going to show you the difficulty for using the old rear stand with the single person operation. Alright, so here's the old rear stand right here. Regular spool brackets on it. We got our spool adapters over here. I'm going to try to lift this bike by myself with no assistance and kind of show you how difficult it would be. In this situation, I would have to try to get this lined up and get the spools to line up. And although it's probably possible, it is a little more difficult to do. So now, this is our new rear stand right here. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how much easier it is. Slide it up under, come to the other side. You want to hook this spool first. Boom, as such, the little clamp right there. Now back to the other side. Line up the bracket on the spool. Flip that clamp. Now it's locked in place. Now from the lever side, straighten the bike out. Boom. Now, boom. Easy as that. Alright, now come check this out. With this new stand, these brackets, they do have multiple levels, as you can see right here. Being that we have spool adapters on this bike, the spools are actually sitting a little lower, so we lowered this bracket to accommodate this spool position. We also have a switchable or quote-unquote reversible handle. You can put it on either side, whichever side you choose to operate the stand on. We would recommend doing it on the throttle side of the bike because the kickstand, as long as you have the kickstand just deployed, you have support if the bike tends to lean over that way. So whenever you're trying to bring it off of the stand, you can set it down that way. So I'm going to show you how to get it off of the stand now. Boom. Now it's on the kickstand. I can come in here, undo the bracket, back to this side, undo this bracket. Then I slide it right out. Again, this is single person operated, and here's a better look at the different levels in which you can, and heights in which you can set the bracket. Alright, as I was mentioning earlier, this handle is reversible. We're going to show you on the driver's side or on the kickstand side. Also, we do recommend for these brackets, there is going to be a shorter side and a longer side. We do recommend that the longer side is always facing towards the back. Whichever way you have the handle and whichever way you choose to operate on, the longer side should go towards the rear of the bike. I'm going to show you on the kickstand side now. Slide it into place. Latch this first one like so. Come on to the other side. Lift up the stand. Latch this side. Now this is the tricky part. You've got to straighten out the bike to get both of the rear stand wheels on there on the ground. Kick up the kickstand, and now you can choose how to lift it, whether your hand, but in this case I would use my foot. Boom. Bike's up on the stand. Good to go. Alright, now also while it's on the stand, this is a pretty sturdy stand right here, pretty strong. I'm going to show you, just You can sit on it, practice if you want, whatever you choose to do with it. But boom, I'm 180 pounds roughly, and there we go. Now here's how to get it up. You can choose to lift it up with your foot if you choose to. This is a borrowed bike, I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to control it up. But if you do use your foot, be mindful that the stand will come up quicker, and there will be a little bounce on the bike whenever the rear tire does hit the ground. I'm going to control it. Boom. Now deploy the kickstand. There you go, single person operational rear stand. Alright, now this stand is also operational on a motorcycle lift. Now the difference is, the main thing that you got to factor in is the width of the lift. You have to have at least a 26-inch wide lift in order for it to operate properly on there. So I'm going to show you how to do this. This one I believe is like a 26.5 inch. So anyways, just do it like normal. Slide it through. Come on the kickstand side of the bike. Latch this on. Other side. Latch this side on. Once everything is latched on, straighten up the bike. Boom. As you can see, it's pretty much right there towards the edge. If for whatever reason you need to, you can just tug on it a little bit to slide it around. Alright, a quick note when using our rear stand on a lift, depending on your bike and the design of the kickstand, you may or may not be able to use it. So for instance, this one right here, we got a 790 Adventure KTM. You can see that the kickstand is already kind of like hanging off of the lift right here. And if we come around to the other side, you would see that if we go down, the rear wheel, the wheel for the stand will be halfway off of this lift. So we would advise against using this stand with this bike on this lift. Again, this is a 26.5 inch lift. You would need a wider lift than that in order to be able to use it for this particular bike, and possibly your bike, depending on the design and the make and model. Now, if you did still want to try to use this stand with the 26-inch lift, 26-inch wide lift, then you would need an additional person to kind of help keep the bike straight and the stand wheels center with the lift so that you can go ahead and use it. Alright, now, for this particular bike, the KTM 790 Adventure, we did adjust the bracket some. You can see it's from it's on the third level from the top to accommodate the position of the spools on this particular bike. This bike sits higher and the spools are directly on the swing arm. That's why we chose to go with this level right here. If we were to go a little bit shorter, like on the second level from the top, or even the top, you're more than likely not even going to lift up the wheel. You'll end up making contact with the rear stand. So this stand is adjustable to fit your bike. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to work it on this one. Again, just like before, slide it underneath, come around to the side, latch that one on, come back, latch the other side on, straighten the bike out, and then boom. Now, as stated before, with additional help, I was able to get it on the rear stand on the 26.5-inch lift. As you can see, there's not too much clearance, but it is possible. You would just need an extra hand for this particular bike and any bike that kind of has that same dimensions of width with the kickstand deployed.